Europe knew what was coming. The warnings were clear, the danger was visible. Yet in 1938, Europe chose silence. No armies crossed borders. No ultimatums were enforced. No red lines were defended. Not because Europe was blind, but because it was afraid that acting might cost more than doing nothing. So the continent waited, and history took note. To understand this silence, we must forget everything that came after. Forget World War II. Forget the ruins, the millions of deaths, the hindsight. Because in 1938, the future was still open. Europe did not know what we know today. What they knew instead was fear. Fear shaped by memory, and memory shaped by trauma. 20 years earlier, Europe had bled itself dry. World War I left entire cities destroyed, a generation buried, economies shattered, empires collapsed. The war didn't just kill people, it broke confidence. Leaders who survived carried one promise: never again. Peace became more important than justice, stability more important than confrontation. So when tensions rose again in the 1930s, Europe wasn't thinking strategically. It was thinking emotionally. Treaties were signed to prevent another catastrophe. Germany was restricted, its military limited, its borders fixed. But slowly, very slowly, those rules were tested. Rearmament, military expansion, then Austria. In 1938, Germany absorbed Austria. Almost no resistance, almost no consequences. Europe protested, but only with words, and words history shows are easy to ignore. Next came Czechoslovakia, a small European state, democratic, industrial, strategically important. And crucially, its borders were guaranteed by Europe's major powers. On paper, this was the moment to act. But action meant risk. Mobilization meant fear. War meant memory. So instead of soldiers, Europe sent diplomats. September 1938, Munich. A quiet room. Maps on the table. Pens instead of weapons. Czechoslovakia wasn't invited. Its fate was decided without its voice. The belief was simple. Give him what he wants, and peace will survive. Territory was handed over. Promises were made. Cameras flashed. Leaders returned home declaring success. Europe believed it had escaped disaster. For a moment, silence felt like victory. But silence speaks. It told the world, aggression has rewards. Treaties can be rewritten. Resistance is negotiable. It told one man something even more dangerous. No one will stop you. Within months, promises collapsed. Within a year, Europe was at war. The cost of silence turned out to be far greater than the cost of resistance. Europe didn't stay silent because of stupidity. It stayed silent because of trauma from the last war. Economic weakness, political division, fear of public backlash. Leaders calculated the odds. They believed delay was safety. They believed compromise was wisdom. History judged otherwise. History isn't always shaped by dramatic moments. Sometimes it's shaped by meetings without witnesses, papers signed quietly, decisions justified as temporary. Silence feels harmless, until it isn't. In 1938, Europe chose silence. And that choice echoed across generations. This is why odds, where small choices create massive consequences.